Wednesday, March 6th. It is 5:44. This is a regularly scheduled Keep Laredo Beautiful Board of Directors meeting. At this time, I will call the meeting to order. May I have roll call, Madam Secretary?
She's absent.
Okay, then I'll
Oh,
call.
we did.
Do they have it? They should have it, right? The attendance sheet? Is there a tab that says
Attendance. No?
or is there a binder? She's bringing it.
I have one.
You have one? Lynn has one.
I do.
You do?
Okay. Jean Delmares.
Present.
Mayra Hernandez. Lenava. Monica Cavazos.
Present.
Graciela Villarreal.
Present.
Jaime Heredia. Andy Linares.
Running late.
And Laura Carolina is excused.
Yes, excuse.
And Virginia Lopez.
Running late.
Okay.
Did anybody?
Yeah, that's everyone.
Okay. So the first item is the approval of the minutes. As we've been gone over the minutes, and do I have a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the minutes as presented.
Motion, do I have a second? Second by Graciela.
That's right.
I just see a typo. I
Oh,
don't know if
typo.
that's something to,
Okay, what's the,
Roman numeral number 8, under, it's Andy's name.
oh, two eyes.
2 I's and a D in the
Andy.
end.
Yeah.
At me.
That's what I called him the other day.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Do I have that as amended?
I move that we accept the minutes as presented with the correction as stated by Monica.
And do I have a second? And I have a second from Ms. Marcelo Villarreal. So now I have a call to question. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Citizens communications. Do we have any citizens? Blasita extends her apologies. She had mom Uber duties. Could not attend.
Takes a priority.
I told her as long as she got good tips and a 5-star rating, Uber away.
There you go.
Okay, so the next item is discussion with possible action on the following items. The Take a Plant Legal Plant Program, correct?
You want me to talk about it?
Yeah, you're,
Sure, talk
it's
away.
your item.
There's a movement much like the little libraries, the little free libraries that are in people's yards and at business places and stuff where people can take a book and leave a book. You can do the same during planting season. So I think it would be really beneficial if we set up plant stands for people to leave plants and then take plants. And we can also encourage the taking of seeds as well. Now, I've thought of a couple of places where I'm sure it will work. One of them is the fire station on Del Mar Boulevard because it's very public. But I also think that our public libraries would be good places. And I also think that City Hall would be a good place. Because they're places where they can set up the stand within 5 minutes and then pull down the stand and put it up. Because part of it is the public library has after hours, so we know people will be able to access it. City Hall will be closed at 5. So you want to really not have people loitering around City Hall trying to take a plant. So it's best to put that one up. The same thing I would even say with the fire station. Having people loitering around there is not a good idea. But we do have the library, and there may be a few other places in town that would be willing to host a plant stand, and people maybe even would do it
So an
in front of their
unmanned
yards.
kind of stand? like
Yeah,
it's
it's
just there?
unmanned. It's set up and then you just leave it, and then at 5 o'clock or 4:30, you go and you pull it up and put it up. And at the fire station, if it's close enough to where the firemen are, you can leave it out all the time, it wouldn't matter. It goes back to the type of stand that we create. Because I've seen a lot of different types of stands one that's just a shelving unit. If we can get the National Guard to build us some foldable shelving units out of pallets, then we would have a great setup for recycling, reuse, growing. I mean, we've got, and we can even include composting there. You can have a few things that are for composting. So there's all kinds of things that can go into play. It can also be a place where we have a little pocket leaflet holder, where we have organic pesticides, where we have organic everything, fertilizer, etc., etc. So then there's information that they can also take as well. So, food for thought. We have these National Guard people that can help us build things.
They're not as.
But how will they be maintained?
As a maintaining part.
Like, I mean, I understand that they're unmanned and like we set it up and we take, like somebody sets it up and takes it down. but
Right.
Would it be better if we hosted like, you know, this Saturday we're gonna be at the library, this Saturday we're gonna be at the fire station, that way, like,
Yeah,
they have our
definitely.
face,
If you
we
have-
can talk to them
Or
about
what if
KOB
you have
and stuff.
volunteers to do it?
What if
The
you
whole
speak
idea
better
of leaving
here?
it standalone is you don't have to worry about manning it. At the city, you can have somebody setting it up, but at the fire station, you don't even need that. So it's really
But who
about
would be the
people.
somebody at the city? Would it be board members or us, volunteers?
It could be
or-
volunteers,
or
it could
staff?
be staff, it could be, I mean, just about
Does
anybody.
it work
like
at
I
a
said.
park?
It could work at a park too. I mean, because the guys can pick it up when they're leaving the park. I mean, they know what their schedules are, so they know where the stands
So
will
don't I want
be.
them to take them? I mean.
Well, they don't necessarily need to put them up, they just need to put them like in a facility that's locked. Otherwise, they'll walk.
Well,
Anything you build will
But that's
walk.
the intent, isn't it? For them to take?
No, the plants, yes,
Not
not the stand.
Oh, but we can put the stand on, and we can build the stands in where they're like the boxes, the library boxes. They're a little more permanent.
Uh-huh,
Dig a hole, put a post,
right,
set a
create
box,
this, yeah.
create the stand.
Create the stand.
Mhm.
Well, and that's kind of too, I was really thinking that if we could work with pallets, then it would be much easier because you can take pallets and do lots of stuff with them. And then again, if somebody walks away with one, it's pallets. There was no money actually invested in the actual stand itself.
So we would put in the plants.
Well, we would get people, like, there's a lot of plant groups that are already created through Facebook and Instagram, and they're already doing it like in their homes. And some of them have so many plants, it's like the plants I collected for the award ceremony. We could have put all those in just black pots, just plain old black pots.
'Cause
and
I would-
given them away.
What worries me is that we could keep putting and nobody's actually.
Well, you don't have to make it full all the time. The idea is for people to bring a plant because they have too many or they're culling at their house. Like right now, I've got a whole bunch of plants that I'm culling. So it's a perfect place, instead of saying, oh, the plant's dying, I can water it, get it nice and pretty, come and leave it on a plant stand, somebody comes and takes it. So then you're just kind of fomenting the idea that everybody can be a gardener and we can all share our gardens.
How long would the plants be there? Who would water them?
Again, they're there for a short period of time. They should be coming and going. There should never be anybody having to actually take care of them. They should come well watered, I would think. And if not, you know where the stands are. The parks guys would probably make sure they have water. I mean,
You would think, you would
you
hope.
would, yes, we would hope. Again, it goes back to how much they care about what they do.
Well, can we do a pilot somewhere? Maybe like two or
We could.
three?
I mean, I don't
think
see-
the best place would be here. If we want to do it, it would be to start it here, because we would be able to be here and, you know, maintain. We can, you know, be walking.
I'd be willing to do one at North Central because it has a tremendous amount of foot traffic.
It does.
And it could be something that could serve as the kind of pilot that we might want to do, where it's kind of, we leave it and set it and forget it, so to speak, and hopefully people will be bringing plants in.
Start.
And I
how
know
do we
because-
first introduce it? Like, I have a feeling that people are just gonna come and take a plant and then like, we're gonna come back to like an empty shelf.
That's my concern.
But that's
too.
okay, because you have the signage. The signage is your most important thing, because you're gonna focus on take a plant, leave a plant. So, leave is gonna be your bigger word, so that people understand. It goes back to community gardens. Everybody has a different opinion about community gardens. They work, they don't work. It all goes back
Like,
to
how
the
will they,
commitment.
I guess my question goes back to like, how will they know that they're there? Like, if I go to City Hall, like, I'm gonna pay a bill,
Well,
or
we
I have
start-
to go see somebody, like, oh, well, I didn't bring a plant, but I'm gonna take one, then I just never come back to leave one. You know what I mean?
Well, most people who
Well,
visit
she
city
said, like-
facilities, I think, are regulars, because very few people will just go to City Hall once. I'm one who doesn't go to City Hall at all. I don't go to pay my taxes, I don't do any of that. I
I'm a
do.
recovering politician, I avoid that place.
I'm a recovering employee, I don't know. I just know that the people who visit on a regular basis are usually there, so they come and go and they know what's happening. But it goes back, it's about us and how we promote it. It's about our promotion. So we get it out on
People that
TV.
usually doesn't,
Yeah,
And I guess that's my question, how are we gonna promote it?
Well, we
Like, just
promote it
Social
through
media?
social
Facebook,
media.
What about online?
All
A
social-
group,
All the plant groups,
I
once
manage
you
it.
start doing it with the,
I'm actually in a group online,
Right.
that's actually, you share plants and
yeah, you're in the,
seeds
it's the
and all
plant
that.
swap, you and I are in
Yes.
it. I invited you.
Yeah. That's, why don't you make one?
Yeah,
Laredo
that's-
beautiful, swapping of.
Well,
It
and I
is.
manage the Friends of North Central Park, so.
And see, North Central Park's a good one, and again, we can't focus on what if it doesn't happen? Because, what if it does happen? So
Can we
instead
just
of
get
looking at
permission
it
to do
half
something
empty,
Do like a pilot program with 4, do one here, right? And
I would
yours,
trust North Central Park first because I get
Well-
along really well with the park
Crew.
supervisor and crew.
do you live close to the area?
Huh?
Do you live close by?
Do I live close by? Yeah.
Yeah, see that works, because then, between a couple of us, we can maintain it. But I was thinking, if you would create kind of the feeder here, because you guys have seeds and other plants and stuff, maybe, we can come get some, we could come get some for the 3 or 4 locations that we want to pilot. So I would do like North Central, maybe Slaughter Park, or,
It's a little harder too. It depends on the supervisor at each park. See, in North Central Park, I don't mind because, he helps us out a lot. And he's here like every other day, so
how about we
he
do
might
that?
trust. Like
How about
their
Bartlett?
trust.
Or Jovita?
I don't name it because the supervisor there.
Let's
I
try it.
love the
Because-
idea, but.
Can we do 2? Do one at North Central, one at Bartlett. Can we do 2 somewhere in the south or central? And just kind of try that as a
Mhm.
pilot?
Let's try it.
Who's
Come up
gonna
with
build them? Because as I mentioned, National Guard, this one's not, it's really hard. They're not as involved.
Well, let me work on that. Because I like the idea of pallets. So I have
No,
access to a ton of
and-
pallets.
okay, and let me find you the pattern. I have
Yeah.
patterns for pallet rebuilds,
Okay.
for different things, tables, benches, I can
And
have all kinds of stuff.
And the reason I like the idea of doing it at a park, because they have irrigation systems in some of those
You
areas.
can set
So
it
maybe I
up.
can find a spot, put it down low, put the sign up high, right? But put
Right.
the plants down low, so when the sprinkler system comes on, it irrigates the
It irrigates
plants
the plants that are there.
that are there.
For the south, you could do the library, McKendrick's, whatever.
I would do the library.
Well, that's a good one.
I would do the
McKendrick
library because
Ochoa.
she's good. What's her
Right.
name? Anissa?
Annalisa.
Annalisa.
Yeah,
She's good. She likes it.
yeah. She
And-
just she just became a master gardener. So
So yeah.
she's
What's the
interested in
library?
doing
McKendrick,
something.
Ochoa,
Son, no.
Benavides,
Sorry.
Sanchez.
Moss. It's called Moss.
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 Moss Library.
McKendrick,
Maquindra
Ochoa,
Salinas.
Salinas. There you go. Moss. M-O-S.
I don't know where the
Moi.
other one. I don't know about the other south area.
Well,
Oh,
Oh,
maybe it could be Slaughter because we have Mr. Navarro at
oh, yeah.
the tree farm.
There you go.
yes. Slaughter's perfect because of the tree farm, because then, see too, each of the parks can also be known for what shows up there. Because the tree farm's right there, Mr. Navarro put a tree out once a month. Just a sapling tree, a native tree.
I have like 25 trees that are about this tall on the plots.
Sounds good.
In
You start
pots?
putting those?
Yeah, because they're acorns that are falling from my oak tree, and I see them and I dig them up, put them in a pot. Dig them up, put 'em in.
I'll talk to
You're
Parks.
brave. That's a long route.
I'll talk
It
to
works.
Parks
I
about
get it
this.
early.
Leave a plant.
I have a couple
Take a
peach
plant.
trees.
Yeah, and then too, maybe they can help us with the signs for the take a plant, leave a plant, the engraving.
I don't know.
They have the engraving
We'll talk about
machine.
Parks in a little bit.
On the wood,
And
the wood.
try.
Yes, because that would be nice to be able to showcase it properly.
Okay.
My nerves.
I'm in. Yeah, let's do 4.
Okay.
Let's do
Oh,
4 and you do a feeder here.
Wait, that's fine.
You're just a feeder. You don't have to set it. Yeah, just give
We
us
just have
seeds.
to make sure
Make sure
we have plants
plants.
growing and things of that nature.
Speaking of the garden, I'll talk to the Laredo Youth Council. They'll be now in charge of the KLB garden.
Okay.
They're taking that over.
They're responsible for making cuttings and giving us plants. and
Yes,
seeds.
I'll talk to them to help us with getting some plants.
Is it too late to spread seeds, Ben?
No,
Okay.
it
Because I
depends
saw
on what you're, I mean, you know,
bluebonnets and
bluebonnets have to be planted in October.
Okay, well, right. Boy, did I miss that one.
You missed it big time. But most of the other wildflowers, you can throw the seed, they'll be coming up in 2 weeks.
We
Yeah.
cover the pot. I've
Yeah.
got some big pots.
Yeah, but they should come up, they should do
We
well.
could put the blue bonnets on your enclosed feet.
But you can buy some at Yard Art.
Bluebonnets? No, I drove by, there's an Uncle Seal, somebody threw a whole bunch of seeds and it just been gone by. It's beautiful. I'll go throw myself in there. take a
Again, I
picture.
think we should create a program where we do wildflower bombs. And we get the kids to make wildflower bombs, and then we give out wildflower bombs at all our events and tell people, when you're driving, throw the bombs right out your window. You want a litter, throw those bombs
We're
right out the
very
window.
excited to hear what we'll be doing for Earth Day.
Awesome.
All right, so then we're agreed that we're gonna do NCP, Bartlett, Slaughter, right?
Yeah.
And Moss,
I can't take no more.
Kendrick Lamar.
The young ones still.
All right, and KOB office for environmental.
Yes.
We'll do the feeder. Feed us, Morris, feed us.
Okay.
That's a line from the movie, by the way. Feed me, Morris, feed me.
Yes.
If you're able to get me a design and the pallets by next
Yes.
week, we'll have some volunteers that might be able to do it next week.
Okay.
No rush, just saying
Just saying, next week.
it would be good because we do have 2 volunteers that will be here next week that can help us with that.
Do you have access to that big screen TV?
Yes.
Okay. Can we do Google Earth on it?
If she has it on her.
I don't remember the password.
If you don't have access to it.
I have to go get it. Let me go get it.
Okay. So the next item is,
Tree planting.
yeah, so I'm gonna need a motion to create a pilot, take a plant, leave a plant program with 4 locations, Bartlett, North Central Park, Slaughter, MOS, and KOB as a feeder.
What about Southside as well?
Slaughter and MOS, the south side of it.
Yes.
Well, that's bad.
Because one is deep south, well, not deep south, deep south now is
District
already
1,
to,
how about District 1? For Sunrise Park. Yeah.
well, MOS is in District 1, isn't it?
Yes.
McKendrick Salinas is in,
I'm happy to do that.
and Slaughter is,
Choa.
I'm sorry, McKendrick, Choa, sorry, Choa, which Choa is it? Who named it after? Tommy from Municipal Court for the fines?
I always remember Tommy.
sorry, we're dating ourselves over here. Yeah, so I'll need a motion to create the program.
Okay, I move that we create the Take a Plant, Leave a Plant program at 4 locations with a feeder at KLB.
Can you write down for me who approves and everything?
The locations would be North Central Park, Jovita the Art Park, Slaughter Park, and the MOS Library. And with KLB as a feeder.
Second. Second from Anthony Nadas. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Take the notes, Jaime, because I'm gonna copy yours.
All right, and the next item is a tree planting at Blas Castaneda in October 2024. I was approached by former council member Blas Castaneda, and they wanted what used to be the makings of the District 5 Advisory Group, the old District 5 Scholarship Fund Group, which used to hand appoint their next council member. They wanted to do a tree planting that coincides with a new bathroom that's being built at the Hillside Rec Center, Blas Castaneda Park, which is right behind it. And they wanted to target a specific area. It's not very big, but there are two concerns they have, and the reason why they want that is, one, they get a lot of road noise coming from the road, because McPherson is right there up against it, and it's just a wide open space and there's no shade, so they wanted to create maybe like a picnic area in that space.
Behind the rec center? Where
Behind
the
the rec
mural
center,
is?
east of the creek. Right.
Okay.
And along with that, they decided that they would want to maybe be able to go back and redo the planter boxes that they have. So it would be pull out just a little bit. And it's that section that's right there against the roadway, that triangle that has nothing on it, except Mr. Navarro's truck, I
This right here?
think. Right
Yes.
there.
Yes.
That's a section where they want to plant the trees. And they don't necessarily want to plant, 100 trees. They want to do a small number, 40. Or they have a donor for a lot of the trees. They would still need some trees.
This area right here. Gene, a long time ago, I won't even mention years, but a long time ago, we talked about doing that with doing decorative trees that flowered but didn't give fruit necessarily. I personally would prefer the fruit-bearing trees, but to do peach trees all along here, because when they're in bloom, they flower so pretty. It would be great if they also offered peaches, because people walking in the park and along the road would be able to eat them. But I think here, in terms of shade trees, you're kind of limited, only because once it grows super big, so you could probably max put maybe 6-8 trees here.
Right. That's kind of what I was hoping that because it's not a lot of trees, and there are no wires on this side. Notice all the telephone and electric wires on the opposite side.
Yeah, so it's great. I mean, and it would be awesome if you had the trees maybe 10 feet in from where the creek actually sits, because then you can have tables on both sides.
So they wanted to concentrate on that side, so they would start with trees along the roadway there,
Right here.
right along the roadway.
The peach trees you can put kind of close together. They can be 6 feet, 8 feet apart. They don't have to be far apart.
And that they would do some along the creek side, and maybe do some cypress trees like we have in North Central, because that's closer to the flood areas, and so when that root gets down in there, it's going to find its water source. And then trees in the middle as well. The two things that I suggested to them and they agreed was that if you left it open and shaded, people are going to want to throw frisbees and footballs, and it's on the street side.
On the street side.
And
That's
so
why.
we want to limit their mobility in there by just putting park benches, picnic tables,
Yeah.
trees in the middle, so that just have shaded areas where people can sit under.
And along with that plan, we need to have trash cans, because
Yes.
once you put the tables in, you're going to have people eating there,
Mhm.
so the litter will increase.
Right. And so the councilman added to this the possibility that they would, closer to the rec center, where they've got a little pavilion there, you see that?
Mhm.
That they would maybe have outdoor concerts. And so, again, having it on this side of the creek, closer to the street, away from the neighborhood for the noise issues.
Right.
And then having the planter boxes, maybe expanding their garden in the back a little bit, and just filling in all those areas with some trees.
Who's in charge of those planners right now?
I'm gonna say the rec center is, and they haven't done a good job of those. But the District 5 group, which includes Erasmo Villarreal, Las Castañedas, all of those folks want to readopt this area. That's part of the reason.
Yeah,
they've got
and
plenty
the
of volunteers.
Rotary too would be a big part of that, because
Mm-hmm.
that's their park.
That is their park.
So,
So in terms of volunteers, they have some. We could supplement what they have. In terms of trees, we would also supplement. They have a donor. Dr. Ike, I believe, has agreed to donate something like 25 or 30 trees to them.
Yeah,
Plus,
I'm
each of them are all going to bring
aware.
some trees. The only thing that's missing on this side is irrigation. And so the council member is saying, let's have it in October so that I can add it in my budget cycle,
For the
get that
fiscal
money.
year.
And fiscal year triggers, he's got money for the irrigation.
Yeah.
So he'll have some money for the event that he can appropriate already, kind of earmark for some of the materials and other things that we would need. He could buy those prior to October, but then the irrigation, he can make sure that the parks budget has irrigation built into it. So we don't have that issue of irrigation coming from bond monies,
I don't mind
which I've never understood that.
having an event there, but it would have to wait till December. Not in October, not in November, because of elections and because of the district it'll be in. The last thing we need is any issues like we had last time. So I'm fine. We can definitely do it in December. October, we do have Tamu's event that we will be doing like every year. And in November, we do have set aside our Arbor Day with District 1, because we did apply for the
Forestry grant.
for the forestry grant, and if it is received, it would be for that district, because we matched funds and the funds are coming out of that account. So we can do it.
I'm okay with it. I'll take that back to the council member, the former council member, and his group. And you know, they're gonna approach the council member, and the council member's gonna cry foul, but that's okay. We'll just tell them our best bet right now is December, really,
I mean,
just because we're full.
yeah, I know, no, it's a matter of,
We forget the
you can
election
only
cycle.
do so much.
Yeah.
I mean, as small of a staff as it is.
Because it really isn't an issue of election. It really isn't, because it's not being driven by the council member of the district now, it's being driven by a former council member.
But I think she's talking about in general,
Right, no, agreed.
Just general, anybody's
Okay.
gonna see
everybody
it.
will be out and
I
doing their
agree,
thing.
and we've done
Yeah.
we've done these before in that same time frame, and it's never been an issue until people show up with their damn t-shirts. And
I know.
it becomes-
Yeah,
That's the thing.
that's
But-
what we don't want.
But that said, that's not the reason why not to have it in October. The reason not to have it in October is because we just have too much
Well,
programmed
we have
already.
we have a lot of
Right.
stuff going on.
And so I don't think that that's the message I'm gonna carry back to the council member. I'm just gonna tell them that we are busy. I mean, October is a tight month for
It
us.
is.
And to add one more, even though they have volunteers and they have some supplies, some materials, it would still be better if we did it in December.
And I like it a lot better. If y'all do want to end up going with those type of trees, then it would be better in December than October. to plant them. Weather-wise, we're still pretty hot in October.
Okay, so then let me table it. So I'll entertain a motion to table pending discussion with the volunteer group.
I move that we table this discussion until you speak to District 5 volunteer group.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign, motion carries. Staff reports. Ms. Staff, have at it. It's all you.
Hey, everybody got to take a quick look at how much fun we've been having on our end. I'll give you all a minute to just go over it, see if y'all have any questions in regards to anything that's on there.
What'd you bring from San Diego? That's the only question I have.
Nothing, very expensive. I went over my budget.
Okay, the Kite Festival's coming up. Who do you have helping you with that?
That's on my thing, but that I can ask you all who's gonna, it's actually on, I put it as part of the agenda.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions? We've been, really busy from meeting to training to meeting to training to the next meeting, next training. What's on there that I did want to go over is that, yes, as I mentioned, we did submit the JCEA on the day before, on February 15th, or no, before I left to San Diego. And then we did end up submitting the forestry grant barely. We barely made it. We submitted it like literally at 4:59. And then we got a donation from Target. I submitted a donation request and they gave us $150 gift card that we already used for the big events. We bought, we got ourselves 2 new tables, right? And mustard and mayo, or was it mustard and ketchup? Mustard and ketchup for a big event, because we'll be eating hot dogs that day. And then today I just got notified that we got also, Fort Imprint gave us a $500 donation to spend on promotional item with them. And it just got back to me because I think I went a little bit over. It's gonna be like about, we probably have to put out of our pocket like $40 just the delivery. But we ordered 350 wildflower seeds because of Earth Day, but I'll go into more into Earth Day. So it would just be, and I got zinnias. So it'd be 350 of these to give out to everybody on Earth Day.
Zinnias.
Yes. Zinnias is what I went for. They had forget-me-nots and something else, but I went for the zinnias.
And zinnias grow best here.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Exactly.
forget-me-nots.
Forget-me-not.
Okay.
So that's that. So anybody have any questions on the affiliate activity report?
No.
No? Okay. Next I'm gonna jump to the membership fee dues. Members, I am missing 4. I'm missing 4.
You're gonna force me to go down to Circle K and get freaking
No, check.
money order.
Second crush?
Check only.
Oh,
Or money order.
I mean, I don't even have checks anymore.
I do.
Physical checks do. Well,
They do.
I do.
And we paid with a money order. Yeah, so we're just missing 4 of y'all. I'm not gonna say who.
oh, I already know. Me. Me. I'm in. All right. So
Guilty.
guilty is charged. When are we gonna resolve this swipe deal? I mean, that's.
I need to go down there. and
Well,
talk
no,
to
we're
them.
gonna visit with Rosario. Remember, we have a meeting with Rosario
Yes.
and
Yes, you just gotta tell me the time. I'm waiting on that.
Tina had said Friday.
Okay, just
Okay,
let me know
3
time so I can
o'clock.
tell John. Okay, so that's that. Next is the LMT Reader's Choice Awards. Guys, please,
Keep voting.
I've been voting.
I have something to say off record after about this, but there's the only reason there's 4, right? I've texted I think everybody. There's 4 categories that we're actually going for. The only thing is
It
the
started
ad.
with 2.
The ad. There's a backstory to it, but that's till later. So the ad only lets you put in 2 unless you want to pay more. So there's 2 on there, but we're going for 4. So
How do I get
Along
the other
with-
2?
it's you just look for it, but we'll get together. Well, we can do it. We can do it here. Watch. We'll do it here. It's really, honestly, it's really easy. So I'm gonna go to. All right.
And you can vote once per hour. So
Once per
Oh,
hour?
once per hour?
yeah.
You keep voting over.
Sweet.
Oh, wow. I didn't either. I thought it was
I
once
thought
a
it was
day.
a day. Yeah.
No, it's once per hour. I found that out.
Wow.
So yeah. At least we know KOB has a lot of nominations.
Yes, we do. I sit up there every day for like a couple minutes and just vote away with my 50 million emails that I have.
I have an Excel sheet.
Okay. Let's see there. Okay, here we go. So, no. If you have several emails written, I'll show you how you do that. So first category would be here. Business and professional services. You go down to nonprofits. And this is the reason where we went for 4 because, oh snap.
You have to go back because you clicked on the profile.
I did. Okay. How do you know I wanted them? Okay. This is why we went for 4. Because somebody told me that it really didn't matter that this wasn't a big, important award. And I said, okay. And they're under 4 categories, so I said, okay, let's play. So you go to business, and this one's a nonprofit. Nominates, and I haven't done. Let me see. This email. Oh, let me do the city one.
I don't.
Yeah, and then once you try to log in again, they'll send you an email that has like your basically just a login, like a direct login link to your
Yeah.
email. So basically, you just click that one, and it'll immediately log you in, so you don't have to type your email and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool, good. I have like 7 emails
I
as
did
well.
too, but I have to check because
I have an Excel sheet with all those logins. I just go.
I don't.
Just have access.
You know, I don't even want to have technology in my life anymore. I don't even carry my phone with me. My kids are so upset with me because I don't carry my phones. But it's like, I want to be left alone.
See all my emails.
Interesting. Because my Office 365 account has 40 aliases that I can use. My Office 365 has 40 aliases. So they'll all come into the Gene, that Liquid SG box, but I can put sales at Liquid SG, info at Liquid SG as aliases, and they all.
Wow.
The only caveat is that once you sign up for that
Okay.
email,
So it sends you that email, and then you just gotta.
Move the extension bar to
There, okay. You just click on it, and it'll redirect you.
To an error.
So click the one that says personal sign in. Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, there it is. Okay, so we already did 1, right? Now we're gonna go to the second one. The second one will be under places. And the first place is this one. Our ad isn't on there, but our name should already be coming out here. And sometimes it gives you a
There's a
drop
little
down
drop
box, sometimes it doesn't. So. That's one, and then the next one is this one. Were they on that one? And then the last one is under, people, which would be for Priscilla. And there's only 2 volunteers there right now on that list that's popping up. Yeah. So the way I've been putting it, right now there's only 2 names, which is hers and somebody else's, from another big competition we got going on right now.
Is it that guy, Baby Lou?
No. Oh. No, somebody associated with the other organization.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's how I'm putting it. But either way, they're gonna see, because some people have been putting it without the thing, and they'll just match it. And that's it. Takes about 5 minutes, and you're done. And then if you do have another email, you just come back here, log out, and start it again, and you can re-log in. So if we were to go back, let me see. Oh, it doesn't let me. I want the drop down box. Oh, look, see, look. The drop down box. See, so there's like those 2 formats, and so right now, those are the only people that have been voted in. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
There's kind of a software program that you can write with this.
So,
Yes. I'm looking for somebody to make me an app.
did you get it, Lynn?
Oh, yes, I have it.
You got it.
I'm never gonna forget it.
You're gonna vote every day, right?
Every hour. I haven't been voting every hour. I didn't know you could, but I have been voting
See,
every
look,
hour.
here, there's only those. Oh, this one just popped up. That one wasn't there. But right now, my biggest competition is this one and that one.
Yeah.
What is that one? I've never even heard of it.
Oh, just, we'll talk later. Okay, so that's how that is going, okay? So just please make sure that you're voting every day.
We do a website for no charge.
Okay, guys?
They don't-
And honestly, just seeing our names already there, we should be good, because we're already like nominated. As long as you have about 15 some nominations, should be good. But they're gonna go with the top 5. The ones that's really gonna count is once like actual voting round starts. That's when we're gonna have to hit it hard. Take out the old MySpace email and use that one too.
Don't even look at me.
And so, like, I have an Excel sheet where I have all of my emails, and then I also have the personal signage, like all of them there, and then I can literally go in and just and plug them in there.
You're just gonna have to set that up for all of us.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like it. I like the organization on that. So yes, guys. At first, I wasn't too crazy. I was like, okay, we'll do it
It's my
again.
guys in India, see if they can.
But now I need to win.
A program is
Because it's not that important to win anyways.
No,
Does it every day?
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
When I saw that email, I immediately told my boss, I was like, we're getting an ad. Because I told them last year to do it, and they're like, yeah, we'll do it, and I just didn't get anything. So this time I'm like, no, I'm getting y'all an award.
Yes,
We're
we're going to. Okay, so that's that one. And then Kite Festival, who will be joining us? Remember, it's an all-day event. We'll be there. I'll probably be getting there ready by 8 a.m. to set up, and we'll have to show up by 11, I think it is.
Which day?
Kite Festival.
So my question is, how long were y'all planning to be there? Because I know it ends at 9.
Yeah,
Wednesday or
we'll
Thursday?
be there till 7, Wednesday. We'll be there till Wednesday. We'll start packing around 7, because around 7 o'clock is when all the booths start taking off to, for the concert, and it's more like vendors after that time.
So it's the 13th next week.
Yes. So, right now, we're gonna do 2 activities, right, Gloria? We have 2 activities aside. We'll be doing the kite like we always do. And another, it's a cute little, recyclable, water bottle planter, really cute, actually. I'd like to show it to you. Now that you got me to turn on this thing, now I want to show you guys everything.
Technology, you gotta use it. Either you use it or you just put it in my living room, so.
Is it a run here or yeah? Oh yeah, it is. Like this. Oh wait, I put it in. So that's what we're doing. Kind of something similar, right? Oh no, they're just gonna be coloring, right? So we saved enough water bottles to do that. That's so cute. So, and we already cut them, we already put soil on them. The kids will just have to decorate them and put their seeds.
What seed are you doing?
We're we are. Oh, we need to buy more
What?
wildflowers.
Just do lettuce.
Lettuce.
Do lettuce. Do you have lettuce seed?
We
Use
do.
lettuce seed because
But
the
then
lettuce
you have
grows
to-
in 5 days. They'll see something in 5 days.
But they're gonna have to repot it. No?
No, they can grow 3 or 4 seeds in that bottle and they'll come up and they'll grow in that little pot. And they just cut it and they make lettuce salad out of their lettuce.
Okay, I think we do have lettuce.
So let's stop the devil's lettuce or this.
Depends on how old you are.
It's a different type of, it's a different type of movement.
It's a different seed, right?
Yeah.
So that's for Kite Festival. Can I see a hands who's not going to work that day? That's
I will, I'm gonna be there, because I promised Adriana to go. This is my,
okay.
this is my
Your
baby.
baby.
This is my baby
I
talking about.
remember.
I could possibly get a half day, so I would just have to double check. If not, worst case, I can go after 6 and help set down.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay.
If I'm here.
I can.
You can?
Till 6.
Yeah, no, I think you said you will probably be done, but you're fine, don't worry. Priscilla, you have something, right? You can? I know you work, right? Why you work?
Because he takes care of the sickos, right? I was there. He took care of me.
We sometimes get out early.
You take care of your review. I mean,
Me? No.
Work.
Sickles.
I'm working.
Sickles by my house. Complete wacko over
Okay.
here. No, sickles, not wackos.
So for sure, it's gonna say La's the one that's gonna tough it out with us all day.
How volunteers you already have?
It's just right, just maybe right now.
Huh?
On the 13th, you said?
Yeah, so far it's me, Gloria, Feather,
That's
Leslie,
it,
and
next
week.
Priscilla. It's 5.
2 weeks.
I need one more, two more people.
I'll be there.
We'll be there at, what did I say, 11? I think I said I wanted to be there by 11, from 11 till 7. So, it's a long day, so we need somebody to,
Location?
North Central, And we're usually, they always put us in the same spot. As soon as you enter Chimayo,
Okay.
we're right there. Yeah, as soon as you get to Chimayo, we're like, literally right there. That's our spot.
First attention.
Jaime, you work, right, Jaime?
Phase 1B.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry, guys.
Phase 1B, that's all I know.
Thanks, Rocky. No, they can't. It was probably just because of, okay. Okay. I'll talk to the girl. Make a difference. I share this, guys, okay? I'll pass it down. Share. Yeah, you're gonna share. You want me to put it up there?
That's what I'm getting.
Group B?
That's this morning, isn't it? I have one on.
Oh, let me share with her.
She's gonna put it up on the board.
I'm gonna have to sign in. Oh, not here.
Now you can truthfully say that you use your big screen.
I have to sign in here first. Or can you get me my phone? I'm gonna ask for my phone.
Yeah, so
Lafayette Street, where the baseball park is. Madison.
I need my password list. Okay, so everybody that said that they would be assisting that day has already been assigned a location. And I'm actually missing one more brave person, but unfortunately the brave one is busy with something else. No, she'll still be volunteering that day, but she's doing
But
something else.
if I finish, because we're only gonna do 8 houses, so
Oh, okay.
once I'm done with that, I can move over. I just don't know when we're gonna be done.
Yeah, because there's one area where.
You're logged in, Ruby.
Why was it? There you go. And while we're at it, oh no, it's all there. Oh. I'm gonna leave that there. Alright, right. Okay. So, go ahead and tap it. So that's the area we'll be working on. It's about 40 blocks maybe. They actually informed me about 2 or 3 of the stars might be wrong. I need to fix them. So any yellow stars are houses that will be painting. Will be purchased that paint for the homes. The red one are stars that homes that need to be picked up. And in that whole area, there will be trash neighborhood cleanup. Where you see the little paint figures at Ana Baseball Park, we'll be painting some stuff. At Canizales, or actually it's Lafayette Park, we'll be painting some stuff as well, which is the amenities in the basketball court. And the skate park as well, we'll be painting the whole skate park and amenities as well. At the apartments, we will be doing some, we'll be planting. What's in yellow is your station 1, so whatever is in yellow, station 1 will be covering in regards to supplies. Whatever's in green is the same thing. Station 2 will cover that area in supplies. Station 3, purple, will be covering that area. Whoever's in station 3 will stay at that area, and we do not want anybody crossing railroad tracks. Same thing for Station 4, whatever is happening in that area will be picked up at Station 4. Gloria, next one. Okay, so that's what setup is looking like. See the little food truck over there? That's what we'll have. The food truck will be giving out hot dogs and salads to the vegans. And then we'll have tables set up there. What? Okay, so, and then we'll have that little table there is for condiments, and the water will be there as well. We'll have the DJ over here closer to the innings area or whatever you call it, and then two timing checking tables. Well, that little, you see the little barricades there is because they'll be painting that parking lot as well. And as you can see there, I already assigned you all whomever's gonna be. I put my name there. Don't think Ruby's gonna be there full time because that never happens. I'll be, of course, everywhere. So Jaime and Andy and Marina and Santos, Jaime and Andy, y'all are here. Y'all will be helping me with the paint tool distribution. You all already know, like last time. Gloria, can you bring me the thing that's on top of my desk so I can just show real quick? Yeah. Y'all will be helping me distribute the paint. Everything's there. Everything should already be there by the time y'all get there. Okay. Monica, you are doing the litter survey, but you're gonna help me and Miss Letty with the distribution of the tools for the trash pickup. So just have your group wait till we're done, or I put you there just in case. Hopefully you're able to start, but I did put you there just in case I do get busy. And remember, guys, last time one of the biggest things was volunteers were throwing it to the ground. We don't want that before they hand it to you, or when you're giving it to them, do remind them that when they bring the stuff back, this we keep, this goes in a trash bag. Okay? Same thing for the paint pans. The plastic goes in the trash. The other thing.
And for them to use the freaking pan, like the liner.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, because you ruined the pan.
Yes, every station is going to have trash bags in order to us to dispose of everything properly. Okay, everything will be disposed properly. Please, for them to patiently wait in line to hand over everything back to you, and remind them that when you're giving them their tools. Okay. Same thing for all the other tools.
It's for the rollers. We're
This
disposing.
we keep this trash. Yes.
Can't stack them? Can't clean those?
Oil.
That's
The
all
oil
okay.
paint you can.
That's all
The
okay.
house paint you can.
Yeah. Yes. Well, even I think where isn't those oil? What did he give us for the house paint?
No, they
He said
can.
it was oil. It's
He
oil.
gave us oil as well. Yeah. So just safer to just dispose, keep.
If it's wood, but if it's not wood,
All exterior paint?
Most of it is wood. Yeah. The homes are most of it is
Ruby, am I
wood.
gonna stay in station 2?
I
they could have hope it's not a windy day.
So, anybody in Station 1 right now have any questions to your duties? If you are busy, not done handing out paint, or help with the tools part, gloves, vests, the usual.
Did you have any of the aprons left over?
Yes, we'll be using those as well.
Do you need some can openers?
Oh yes,
You better tell people to wear their worst clothes, their worst shoes.
yes, guys. We all learned our lesson,
My
right?
shoes.
No, the shoes.
I had to put oil.
No, my shoes still didn't get clean, so I'm just gonna wear those that day.
I ruined a lot of shoes.
So we'll be wearing my pink Nikes.
I'll just take barefoot, I wouldn't have my nails done.
So that's that. There is gonna be a table aside for paint over there, but it is just for the mural, okay? We don't want people going on there grabbing the tools that are there. No, that's for the people that be working on the mural.
Because they're specific types of tools.
Yeah, so everybody, like, Okay, and everybody please just patience. Next, Gloria. Okay, so then we have station 2, and right there from here, just Gloria and Graciela, yeah, you'll stay there. You all need to be out of there by 12.
Okay.
So as soon as all the volunteers, lunch is gonna be at 12.
Okay.
So as soon as all your volunteers have already brought you stuff, pick up everything quickly, because there will be an event there at 1:30.
Okay.
So they will be showing up by 12:30.
Okay.
There isn't gonna be much painting there. The only painting that's gonna happen there is for the apartment's basketball court.
Okay.
Everything else is more like gloves and all that stuff. That is where KLB volunteers that are helping with traffic control will be checked in. And can you go back to station 1, to the very first one, Gloria? I forgot to talk about traffic control. So, so traffic control, back to the very first one, will be, as of right now, the National Guard has only been able to gather me, I think, about 9 people. I need about 20 for traffic control, which is just making sure that the students are, crossing the street carefully.
Have you tried the ROTC units at the schools?
We haven't. But there's somebody else in line that wants to help out. The only thing is that they're young, so I don't know, because time your students are a little older, you see somebody young, and that's the only, I'd rather have, So that's where we're at right now, but we still need to get a hold of Park Police and PD to help us as well. So that'll be help. Then let's go to station 3. Station 3, that's where Virginia, you'll be on there. Okay, you're gonna be very busy. You have a lot of paint. In that area, the councilwoman asked if we can paint each bollard there's gonna be 10 different colors, and each one is gonna be like 2, for example, 2 purple, 2 green, 2 orange, so like, so there's gonna be a lot of paint there, plus whatever will be, I didn't mention this, but the paint for the houses will be already at the houses. Whatever city leader is in charge of that house, they will have it there with them, okay? So they don't have to pick up the paint at the station. The only thing they're picking up at the station are their tools, their paint tools, okay? So the only paint that will be like there on station 3 is going to be your paint for the basketball court, for the parking lot, and for the bollards. Okay.
And we'll stay there until what time?
As well till 12 once they start, because usually it always happens by what, 11:15 they start, like, right? So same thing, once everybody's brought in their stuff, pick up everything as soon as possible so y'all can head over here for lunch. Because even though there's each station, it's going to happen the way it happened to us in October, where everybody had their assigned stations, but still everybody still went to station 1 and left everything at station 1 where the food was. So that's going to happen. So if you all do finish up with your area, go ahead and go to station 1 so you can come help us, because I'm sure everybody's going to end up there with tools, and we don't, that's where everybody starts getting desesperado and starts throwing things.
Will you the tools on station 3?
Huh?
Will you the tools on station 3?
No, the guys will have trucks, and then y'all can load up and go to, what's it called? Station 1. I did mention to Fed and anybody else that is on that station, let's just please keep an eye to both sides, that nobody is crossing those railroad tracks, because you have railroad tracks on this side and on this side. Okay? And they're gonna be a little bit tempted because there we're putting a porta potty, but there's actual restrooms on this side. Okay? Let's go ahead and go to station 4. Station 4 is gonna be really busy with paint. And let me see, Jose, you'll be there Gloria's gonna be there once she's done with the other station. So same thing for y'all. Y'all will be over here by the trees. I sent y'all up. Who else is on there? Okay, yeah. So same thing for you guys. Okay, just be very careful because y'all are gonna have a lot of paint. There's a lot of gray there that's gonna be happening. So just make sure. I don't want any paint on the ground. When you're gonna have your table, you put your drop cloth on top of the table, put a drop cloth at the bottom of the table, like that. If anything does drip, it drips on your drop cloths. Okay. Same thing when they are gonna paint. Make sure that the students, if they're painting a table, let's say this is a table, we're putting the drop cloth in the bottom. If they're painting a trash can, we're putting a drop cloth in the bottom. Okay. The ones that are gonna need what do you call it? Sanded down. Are your tables and your trash cans. Those that needs to be sanded before they start painting on there. Okay.
You're gonna do that to the houses too, right? You're gonna brush with a broom, like a big broom. That's how we did it the last year. We took those big brooms, sweepers, and we swept off the siding because of the years of dirt that's just accumulated. Otherwise, when you put the paint on, the dirt's gonna come up with paint.
So you said sweep them, or what about power wash them?
You can power wash them. We swept them. I mean, if you've got a power washer, more power to you.
We only have one. No, but we need brooms because we only have two, and each parking lot is getting one. So Gloria, note that down. Get 4 brooms. And then the last slide is just the apartments. Only the planters that are on there will be Mr. Navarro and his helper will be putting some plants, planters at that area. Anybody have any questions? Anybody else able to volunteer that isn't already on the list? I think everybody's on the list except for.
And if I'm in town, I'll be here.
You're in town? So I can put you in Gloria Gold. No, I need somebody with Virginia. That's where I'm short. Because everyone come by there, but they are runners and they're picking up food. So I need one more person there where it says forward with me. So if you do get there, it would be good if you could help us there at that side.
Okay, put me in station 3.
Station 3 for June. Okay. So that's that. No, so no questions. We're good. Any questions whatsoever with that? Any concerns? Any ideas?
What time do we
Any
report there again?
suggestions? 7:30. 7:30. And don't know if the kids with me though. Don't even. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go to Earth Day. And I guess it's already on. Now I'll just show it to you all. Earth Day will be hosted at Father Magnable. Very exciting because before we get to the other part, I'm getting us these.
It's cute.
I already ordered them because I know who for sure will be there, so I got your sizes down. So they're pretty much, and if you have like the one that she has, it's like that. The only thing I changed this font because I think that one is the font's a little different, right? Yeah. So it'll be just like that, but with this guy like that. We can use it for every Earth Day because the ones from last year has the
year.
Okay.
I think it does have the actual date and it has the freight on there. This is Earth Day. These are everybody that's assisting on there. Of course, us Parks Rotary is helping in getting us sponsorships. That's what I was going to show you guys. But I have it. Now I have it over there. I'll pass that around. Sponsorships for that. They're going to cover pretty much whatever I don't have enough money for. Them to will have a booth. We will have a booth as well about bees. And then Coca-Cola will be helping with drinks. She'll be helping with food for that day. And we will be seeking sponsorships. I know I had shown you all that I wanted to do something, and I'll pass it down, but we're gonna end up doing something like this. I just need to decide what expense I want to make, because it could be on a plaque like this, which would be the name, and then the background can be like anything, so it could be green with some leaves, and then the donor's name. This is gonna cost maybe $20 per plate. If I were to get this will cost me more, $55 range per plaque or whatever. So I'll probably go this route. The only thing is that on the wall we're gonna probably add, if you guys already seen our mini sculptures at North Central, the bottom part, it has like an epoxy type of thing on the cement that they added. We're gonna put that on the wall to make it stand out. So if it has that, and then we could put this, that'll look good enough. You get me? I'm going more this route, but I just did want to show you all. This is 20, 55. So 20.
55 is better, but of course 20 the prices.
Yeah, because what we're charging, if go ahead and pass it down. What we're charging is only $250 for the sponsorship. So if a tree is going to cost us anywhere between $165 to $200,
How much are we doing?
yeah, how much are we actually
Yeah, they just
gonna
even
put out of
that
pocket?
Yeah.
Plus whatever the wall is and whatever I'm gonna have to put on the wall as well. So that now who has a little picture of, here, pass it on. So this now is gonna be what we're gonna end up replacing. Parks wasn't able to do what I was requesting, so we're gonna go with that route. And it's good, and that's what we're gonna end up putting now in Parks when it comes to sponsorships.
That's good.
That's gonna replace the North Central Park sponsorships, because I already got requests to sponsor. I just haven't shared it yet, just to confirm, with you guys. But Rotary is already getting sponsorships for that day, so that should help, balance out whatever funds we're gonna spend on trees, because based off of our map. Based off our map, we're looking at 122 trees. And with all the emails we're getting, we're already at probably, and we haven't even started registration, we're definitely gonna hit about 200 volunteers for that day. Because besides the tree planting, this is where the new art mural is. This is where we're gonna put the little tree sponsorship thing. We'll also be doing some painting of a few amenities and trash pickup, because since this is our waterway, we're considering it also as a waterway cleanup. So we'll be doing that as well. And then this over here, we'll have a wildflower field. So we're gonna do it all here, and we're gonna fence it up. And we're gonna get a sign, because I know it's happened before where people are like, no importa el zacate. No, there's gonna be a sign that's gonna say,
Keep Laredo Beautiful's wildflower field. These are wildflowers for our pollinators, etc., etc., etc. Because it's going to happen, we're like, well, they have it for the grass. Well, no, this is this is meant to be like that, okay? Just so you all know, that's
I would recommend you put in a nice fence, because just a temporary fence won't work.
no, we're not temporary fence. We're going like, yeah. So what I had spoken to Mr. Navarro, we always do that tree sample before we start planting. So what we're gonna do is we will do our little, example, as we always do before we start planting, to our volunteers. And then all together the dirt is gonna be ready. We'll throw all together seeds in celebration of Earth Day. Okay, so that's Earth Day.
Have them make the wildflower balls before they throw them, so then they're already made into balls.
Well, we're gonna do next week, Laura. We're gonna separate them into baggies. So just show me how to do the balls so we can make the balls next week. So we have 2 volunteers coming in. They
Just
can
clay
do
and dirt.
clay and dirt.
And then you just mix the seeds in, and then they get hard.
I need to
and-
buy more stuff now. See if we have money. See if we have money first. So that's that. Oh, and the educational booths will also be on here on the field. I didn't set up the tables because here it looks really small, but it's actually a really big space that area is. Because here they added new, they're adding new stuff, and then they're gonna put a tent on top of the basketball court, so it's like that area is developing. It's gonna be Councilwoman requested if we could add some citrus, some citrus trees. After speaking to Mr. Navarro, we said, let's give these a try. We don't wanna, for them to die. Because as you can see, there's a very lot of dry areas on there that it might not be maintained too well. So, but we are adding, of course, irrigation to that whole. Some of that area has some, but we're adding more.
Well, that would be great.
Yeah, so we're definitely adding more.
Sure.
That's Earth Day. So whomever is assisting, let me know so I can set you up into sections already. If you desired section, just by looking at it, let me know so I can put you there the MLS. So Priscilla, I know you had said you're available.
This is for Earth Day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll be available.
April 13th.
One of the Priscilla. Good? Liv, Virginia. Jaime. Gotcha. Any desired area from anybody that's here so I can put you on there?
I've never been to that park, so are the trees be big?
Are they not that big?
No, but we're gonna start getting everything ready next week, right, Gloria? Yeah.
We're not getting National Guard, right, for this one? Probably not.
We're gonna ask them, but
Okay.
we'll see because I am having trouble.
Okay. That way you can put me with
With the
small
guard?
trees. Because I was
Okay.
struggling last time to get them out of the...
Big one. I'll put you next to somebody strong. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
And come with the guard?
Huh? Yeah, they're not as.
Enthusiastic.
Yeah, it's fine. We have a lot of other volunteers that have been reaching out that they want to join us. They're excited. Best Buy, actually, Best Buy is joining us. A group from Alexander, about 50 as well.
What happened?
Uber Freight's definitely
the
going to be
National
there. So we have a good amount of volunteers. Yeah.
What are you feeding them?
I am unsure. We are actually, I spoke to Gloria to see if Buffalo Wild Wings is able to donate food, and then from there, whatever they donate, I'll probably just get some like pizzas or something. Yeah. So we're gonna wait and see.
because we're expecting maybe, how is it, 200 people. I am getting us breakfast that day, so that I already got that quote going, some coffee as well. Yeah. We're meeting tomorrow with Rotary and Rotary's volunteers, so we can talk about this. But yes, guys, get us some sponsorships for the trees. Probably, yeah. We have a Google form for this as well, so we could just send the link, and if they don't want to go in there, type it or whatever. We have a Google form for this already as well. Okay, so I'll send you all of that, and we should be posting it this week. And then next we have KTV conference right here. I'm gonna pass it down. It'll be virtual this year. I'll talk to my peoples to see if I can pay for some of y'all's conference.
$2. Virtual, what are they charging? Fools?
Not that expensive. How much is this? 175, 200, and all of that.
For virtual conference.
Yes.
120 early bird registration, 125.
Okay, so
Send me the link. Register.
yes, I'll see if I can.
So,
Yeah, because they just sent that out actually today.
So they're doing every other year.
No, this past year, when they went, they did it in person. When I went the year before, it was in person. So they can reach
so
more
they coming up with a
people.
new virus or something? What's?
I guess they're preparing.
Jeez.
So I don't, honestly, it'd be good if one of y'all attend, because I don't know if I'm going to. It's very hard for me to pay attention on a virtual, like it is. And I haven't looked at the schedule. If it is on there, the GCEA, then I guess I'll attend. But it's a little different. I don't know. They did, yeah.
I believe so.
Are you doing something for like family night? Because I saw it on the schedule.
Yes,
Last year,
we will. The girls will be there.
We couldn't.
I was gonna say we.
This year, I don't
The
know.
girls will be there.
Do you all need help for that?
Yeah, it'd be good if you can help out the girls. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Please,
yeah,
photos.
No, what time?
We're lacking in photos lately. So I'll let y'all take a look at that. That's conference in June. I might go to another conference in May. That's probably where I'll spend my money. Small. TCQ. Next, KLB Awards. Who is in my planning committee?
Me, Laura.
Who else is in planning committee? Aren't you in it too? You in it too?
I thought it might.
It was good.
Okay. Yeah, KLB Awards is Esperanza Award, yeah? Okay. So, ladies, I don't know if I mentioned it already, but Falcon Bank, since we're not a customer,
They don't wanna.
well, no, they'll lend us their facility, but we'd have to pay
How much?
500.
500.
We're
So-
renting it then.
So, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Last year we spent $3,580 for the KLB Awards, right? So we were to add those 500, we're looking at 4,000, correct? I was talking to, when I was getting our quote for coffee, I was talking to Javi Villarreal from also Patios, right? And he said that he would send me a quote he said we're probably looking at about 1,500, and we could get aside like maybe a buffet style food. I think last time at Clementine's we didn't even spend that much money, and they served it to us still. So they'll give us we'll have the location, the manteles, and all of that good stuff. All we'd have to pay would be,
But it would be at Los Patios, not the barn.
no, we would have it at the
The barn.
Yeah, he let
Okay.
me like the barn.
It's just that Los Patios is the outdoor
Yeah.
side.
Well, no, they're actually, the Patios is the whole, like, the name of the whole thing, right? But then they have it divided to the barn, Las Cascadas, and then the other one, because Las Cascadas is the one on this side. And then they have Los Árboles or something, like, they're different sections.
I don't know, I just know Los Patios was always the open area there, the
Yeah.
big open area, but I don't know. I mean, and the barn is the
Yeah.
enclosed one.
I've heard of it today, but
Yeah, because it's over here where you have the trees or whatever. That's called Los. They have it described as Los Árboles. Over here is Las Cascadas, and then you have the barn. So it would be like the barn at Los Patios, because Los Patios is the actual whole thing.
No, so,
I know, because I had my wedding there.
oh,
At the
Congratulations.
barn, yeah, and we had at Las Cascadas our reception, so that's how they have it divided. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It could be nice, but of course we'll still have to go for our 3 quotes. But that's just so you all know to start getting together to
Where
start
does the
getting
city bank?
quotes.
Where does the city bank?
it currently has its depository at
IBC,
Yeah, I think it's PNC.
PNC, I think so. Yeah.
That's them.
But it's because look, if we're gonna look how what happened this last time. We had to pay for Martelis, and then we paid for this, and then we paid for
No,
that.
Well, if they're doing it right, they provide everything.
Yeah.
If they're doing it right, it's, again, if they're doing it right.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like the planning committee can get together, go check out who's able to give us a good price for 80 people. Whenever y'all want to get together, let me know. But that's just so we can start. Since it is a reception hall, I mean, you know, y'all can need to pick a
Good spot.
pick a spot. Yes, about 80 people for late September would be best.
late September then.
Yes. And you know what? We actually should start promoting the Esperanza Awards. Because we want it to be done right now, not when it's in the pot. You could be like the actual Esperanza Award. Vote Esperanza.
Okay. Next item.
Wait, do I have the old one? Guys, I think we have the, let me see, I think I got, my minutes are wrong.
Your agenda's right.
My agenda's wrong. And yours, so is yours.
So that means we're all wrong?
So then mine's
Yeah, because what I had to, I sent it back, they re-amended it. Tree sponsorship and fundraising is on top of date and time,
okay. Which is
okay?
That's fine.
So,
in the order. It's okay.
so let's do the tree sponsorship. I already spoke to you guys about. I kind of jumped the gun there, right? And fundraising. Fundraising's on there because it has been suggested to me that it'd be great if we could do a bit more fundraising, more getting money and less spending money, and
We had a conversation about this earlier, Ruby and I did, and here's my only bone of contention. I don't mind fundraising, so long as they don't view our fundraising as a supplanting of our budget. That is, whatever we raise, they're not gonna give us more money. I expect that they give us the same amount of money, we will fundraise. In fact, I would probably even challenge them that if we raise a certain amount, that they would match it dollar for dollar over and above whatever they budget for us already. I don't like the idea that they want us to continue to do community service projects for their council members, our council members, and that they want to reduce our funding.
Of course not.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. I mean, we will go out and do fundraising, not a problem with that. But the problem that I have is that if they say, okay, well, you guys did so good this year, you all raised $100,000, we're just going to give you that much less.
No.
Oh, no, that's not fair.
But they will do that.
They will try to. I'll take it with the council members. I mean, ultimately, the council members will be the ones who make that decision, but,
So before we even start, you just let them know that.
yeah, I mean, that's my
Or
But
conversation.
the question is, how do you guarantee that?
There's no guarantee because, again, the city manager is going to be the one presenting that budget, but again, I would still use my position to go and talk to the council members and say, this is not what you want. Because if you do that to us, why aren't you doing that to the Boys and Girls Club? Every time they raise $100,000 more, why don't you cut their budget? Or cut Bethany House or anybody else that they do that for. That's only fair. What's good for goose is good for the gander. Let them do it for everybody. I get that they want us to spend less money. We do too, but you all want more and more projects.
But what they need to understand is that in the process of what we do, we're assisting the city with all the volunteers, and the impact for every government dollar that comes in is offset by what we bring to the table.
Absolutely.
And that's what they don't understand.
It is an exponential
No, they do
leveraging of their
understand, but they
dollar.
can say that they will.
Well, they don't understand it, or they wouldn't be cutting back on us,
Right.
because we're providing them with a service.
Yeah,
That
but
they're unwilling to do. I mean, if we didn't do it, if we don't do the cleanups, if we don't do the painting, we don't do all these volunteer projects, and that's going to fall on community development. It's going to fall on public works and parks. And so, are they going to increase their budgets to do that?
I
Or
don't
not?
think so.
I mean, especially when you bring 800 volunteers to a project, 200 volunteers to a project. So, for every dollar they give us, we leverage that exponentially by
Yes.
donations, volunteers. Those are all man hours that they would have to pay for dollar at, their current wage structure, where they're getting it for free from us. So we're helping them leverage their dollars.
That's right.
So again, not a problem fundraising, and I'll communicate that to the ACNs and the council members and the city manager. It should not be looked at as, if we fundraise, you will reduce
cut
our
our funds.
reduce our funds. In fact, quite the opposite. You should match us dollar for dollar. We'll leverage that. The dollar you spend with us goes so much further than if you had to do it yourself.
Yeah. I totally agree with you.
You're okay with that, because they're gonna yell at you, not me.
Yeah, no, I mean, it had never been an issue before. I mean, if anything, I would say that I'm one of the ones from the past two that have actually tried to get us, money, sponsorships,
And
right? And like, it's just.
Where is John? Well, it's a question for John, but what's John's position on this?
John had never enforced sponsorships. He's always been against it, so we'll have to sit down.
Well, again, not opposed to sponsorships or fundraising.
He's never
But again,
been.
I just don't like the idea that they look at it as an opportunity to supplant our budget.
Well, because the
Ooh,
way,
that's money we'll get back.
yeah, the way John sees it is, it's another task for me. It's another
Yeah.
task I have to do. You know what I mean? It's on top of what is already being done. I mean, that's another thing that's being added. So it's like not, but we'll sit down
Again,
and talk
and
to him on this next meeting we have.
I don't mind if they make that a task or role of the board.
Yeah.
Right, that's our role.
And I think that's
But-
what they're aiming for the board to have much more participation, for the board to be much more involved, for the board to bringing up those sponsorships, the board to be volunteering, the board to be putting in their part as a volunteer board, because as has been mentioned to me, that KLB is a non-profit that most of its work should be done by volunteers, not by staff.
Agreed. If they feel that way about it, then they need to make sure that they do that across the board. Every other nonprofit
It's
that
called
they serve.
support.
Yeah. Okay. How was that task?
We're doing our part, so the
110% is G.
Just give me that task. That's a task I like.
Of course you would.
And what type of fundraising would we do?
Well,
I would think during summer would be good.
yeah,
would be
sponsors.
better.
First and foremost, is sponsorships. I think just asking more and more folks to participate in the sponsorship of the events. But we've talked about plaques at the trees. We've talked about doing these benches, other things like that people can donate to. But we can also have a fundraiser. We can have an event. The Boys and Girls Club and every other organization I know of has some event where they raise funds. They raffle something. We go to a couple of people and they give us big ticket items, and we put them up in a raffle.
It's something we could look
So-
forward to in our downtime, being the summer.
I agree. And again, as long as what we raise is not taken out of our budget. Well, you guys brought in $40,000, so you don't need these 40. We'll take them from your budget. But
We also have to remember, it's not just about it being taken from our budget, it can also be used for other things within other divisions, within the department, and sometimes it's even offered to other departments. So there's many ways that it can be removed from our budget, not just.
I'm familiar with that. One department will rent the building to somebody so they can get that money in the general fund. So then they've done that. I know how. I know what their expectations are, but they're unrealistic to be that with us.
100% agree. Because as mentioned, I know they've mentioned before, which Lynn's mentioned before, I mean, it'd be good to have somebody that actually just manages volunteers, you know? That's a big task too. To actually have volunteers.
And they used to have a volunteer management person. They really right into that position.
No,
Well, what happened to
but the
volunteer?
one on, I think you're talking about the one on CD.
Yeah. Well, no, there was one that was actually
At the
at the
library,
library.
went to CD, and when she resigned or retired,
That went with it.
that went with it.
That's an argument that I need to make.
Who's overseeing the third-party funding? Because she used to oversee the third-party funding.
Good question. Who does do that now? Because that's where my argument is. That we
Assist all these other groups.
all those nonprofits that come to the city of Laredo and ask for money, they have done that over the years, and there are organizations that is their sole source of revenue, is the city. They don't do any fundraising. They claim to put heads in beds, and there's certain reporting supposed to be done. They don't do it. But even if they did, third-party funding, when it was originally done back in the late to early 90s, it was a mechanism to get you started. So let's say you all created a nonprofit, Keep Laredo Beautiful being one of them, for example, and you could get money from them. Let's say you applied for a grant for them, and that grant should have been for 5 years. The first year you get 100% of the grant, the next year you get 80%, 60, 40, 20, and then you're off. And you can't apply for 5 more years. To give other nonprofits an opportunity to get started, this is only supposed to be seed money for you to get started, to learn to fundraise, we trained your volunteers, all of that was part of what the original project was. Well, now it's become, a welfare state. All these organizations come and they get money from the city. It's taxpayer money, so either comes from general fund or from the hotel motel fund. That's monies that can be used to promote heads and beds, which that one is separate aside, and I have absolutely no problem with that one, because that one, you have to have reporting that says you put so many heads in World Olympics, WBCA, Pony, there's probably 6 others that come every year and get money, but the amount of money that leverages
Put back into the community.
is phenomenal. Border Olympics probably being the bigger of the. Yeah, they do more than WBCA. WBCA may be a big organization with a lot of high profile, but Border Olympics puts way more people than hotels. And so does Pony. Pony now is they're up to they've done 3 tournaments. Now they're going to go to 5 tournaments this year. So, but when it comes to the general fund side, I always have an issue with that, because again, a lot of these organizations, that's all they do is wait for the city to give them money. They don't fundraise, and there's nothing that they get that the city, in other words, they're not doing anything the city doesn't already do. It's a duplication of efforts in some cases, and in other cases, it is their own thing. The city doesn't even do that. So there's a Sports Hall of Fame deal, and I love those guys, but they have one event a year, and what do? I mean, they don't put any heads in beds, and it comes out of general fund. So no. So those are my arguments with that. And again, for us, we leverage what the city gives us, and we turn it into a law. And every council member asks Keep Laredo Beautiful every single year to add more events to us. We have the manpower for it, but we just don't have the budget.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to participate.
Well, we need staff. There's no way that you can do it without staff.
So that's what they had mentioned to me, that if we cut our spending, and fundraise more, there would be money for stuff.
Oh, you see, they start, yeah.
Again, that's supplanting our budget.
Exactly, they
That's-
already
that's-
think, you know,
That's
they're
right,
already-
that's what I'm telling you.
That's already telling you what their plan is, I'm
That's-
telling you.
So we'll have that conversation.
Yeah. Definitely before
Many
starting, you have
times.
to have that conversation to set everything.
Well, because budget's
right.
already, and
Well, no, it's for
Direct-
next year.
directors are already starting to submit
They're
budgets.
not- Yeah, they've already got their stuff set in stone, and they're not gonna change it all up.
Okay. The last item is a time and date and time for the next meeting.
April 3rd,
April 3rd.
first Wednesday of the month.
Give me a
What
second.
works? Is that okay with you?
Let me check.
Where are you gonna be? April 3rd. It's not like you can go
It's a
anywhere.
Wednesday.
They
It's a Wednesday.
I need a break.
It's a Monday.
Have you chained to the wall? They're not gonna let you go anywhere.
Oh, that's right, I forgot, I'm gonna be out of town.
Well,
See the eclipse.
Easter is on the 31st, and then you have Easter Monday off. So I don't know if everybody's gonna be here for April 3rd. I will.
I'll be here. If you do it the following week, I won't be here. I'm gonna be
My
watching the
Lenten hangover
eclipse.
will be gone by that.
I'll be still partying somewhere along the eclipse route.
April 3rd. Oh wait, that's the day of the eclipse.
Is it April
That's
3rd?
what I'm telling you. I'm
That's
gonna be
the fourth.
gone.
Same.
It's the day after the eclipse.
My God.
Well, actually, 2 days.
Isn't it the
When's
second or the
April
fourth?
the 2nd?
Or the 4th?
Let me check.
What is the eclipse?
The eclipse is the 8th.
I know it's like
Oh, it's the
39
8th.
days
The
away. or
no,
something
it's on
like
a
that.
Wednesday.
The 8th is the day of the eclipse. I have reservations. I'm telling you,
Don't
it
try to
is.
church.
Reservations
But-
for eclipse.
She knows her
Yeah.
every
Oh yeah,
No,
she's right.
it
She's
is.
right. The 8th.
The 8th.
It's not an apocalyptic event. It's not the resident.
Ask it leave for every eclipse you'll go.
No, you have to understand the sky and the moon are my thing.
Didn't you ever see Night of the Comet?
I mean, that's my thing. You take advantage to see.
Strange things are gonna happen that day, I bet you. There's gonna be
It's,
something.
well, we're gonna
weird.
be hanging with Popeye, man. It's gonna be great. Can't get any better than that.
So
I'm gonna be in Crystal City.
But there are certain spots in Texas that are better to be at.
Yeah,
Yes.
San Antonio's like right on.
Come on, Crystal City's the spinach capital of the world. They have a statue honoring Popeye. Crystal City.
Have you ever been there? That's it.
I want to see a pop like that too.
I'll take pictures.
Okay, so we're okay for the 3rd then, right?
yeah,
Yes.
I've
So
already
we're good
sent
with
you
that.
guys the invite.
Right. All right, items for the next meeting. We have the item that's tabled, I should have it back by then, for the tree planting at Las Castañeda. And then I would suggest that we have a discussion to set up a fundraising event sometime between now and the end of the year. And what that is, or what it could be.
Well, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice from all the
Oh, my
events and fundraising that I've done in my whole life. Do not have an awards ceremony and a fundraising event. Incorporate your award ceremony into an event.
Yes.
I agree.
So
And
we
then that
do it-
way you eliminate all the work for
Or the
two
extra work.
events, or the extra work. So then that way
A profit
Yeah.
share?
you combine them.
That's the way
So-
everybody does it.
Planning girls, get to it.
Mhm.
You guys have done it more, so you guys
Yeah,
have
that's how we
experience. You
You
guys
know.
are the experienced ladies.
I mean, keeping it simple is the easiest way to manage it.
Like
So we
a
can do it
ladies'
in the
night.
way, yeah, we already have the location and everything, but
But
I do want to include if we can get a sponsor to have like a grant award where we're gonna have that little competition that we had mentioned that I wanna do like a recycling project, or what was it that, or like an art
Fashion
contest or something like that.
Yeah.
So that would be good if we can,
incorporate all of it.
yeah.
Okay.
Everybody got their invites?
Just bring that back. All right, so then I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
A motion
I'll second
and a
that.
second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned.